Hey, welcome to The Explainer, the place where we take really complex source material and turn it into a guide that's clear and easy to follow. And today, we are tackling the owner's manual for the 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee.
So you open that official manual, and it is just packed with hundreds of pages of warnings, just like this one. And look, they're absolutely vital for safety, for sure. But trying to sift through all of that to find the features you'll actually use every day, that can be pretty overwhelming.
Well, that's exactly where we come in. We've gone through all those pages for you, and we've distilled it all down to the essentials, the really cool features, and the critical info you might have otherwise just skipped right over. Okay, let's dive in.
So here's how we're going to do it. We're going to follow the logical flow of your first drive, right? From personalizing your space and cruising down the road, all the way to parking and covering those absolute non-negotiables that every single owner needs to know.
All right, first up, let's talk about the features you're going to use before you even shift into drive. This is all about setting up your personal space for maximum comfort and convenience from the moment you even walk up to your vehicle.
15 minutes. That's the magic number. That's exactly how long your engine will run when you use remote start. I mean, it's the perfect amount of time to get that cabin to the just right temperature on a freezing morning or a sweltering afternoon, all before you even have to step outside.
But, and this is important, you got to know the system's built-in guardrails. For instance, you can only use it twice in a row. It's also got these smart safety checks, like shutting itself down if the fuel is low and disabling the windows for security. And that automatic defrost that kicks on below 40 degrees Fahrenheit, that is just a brilliant touch for those of us in cold climates.
And getting your seat comfort dialed in is incredibly simple. It's just a multi-press system. You just cycle through the heat or the ventilation levels with one button. No need to go digging through menus on a screen. It's super intuitive.
All right, let's get on the road. Once you're moving, your Grand Cherokee is just packed with technology that's all designed to make driving easier and, a lot safer. Think of these features as your own personal digital co-pilot. So this is not your old-school cruise control. Adaptive Cruise Control, or ACC, is this intelligent system that does way more than just hold your speed. It actively monitors the vehicle in front of you, slowing down and speeding up with the flow of traffic. Honestly, it's a total game changer for reducing fatigue on those long highway drives. And engaging this feature is a super simple three-step process handled by just a few buttons right there on your steering wheel. You just power it on, set your speed, and then you tell it how much space you want to maintain from the car up ahead. Simple as that. Now, it is crucial to remember that ACC is a driver assist tool. It's not a self-driving system. The manual is very, very clear that you need to stay fully alert for things like cars that are off-center or sudden mergers or sharp curves, and it explicitly says do not use it while you're towing a trailer. You can also customize the information that's projected right onto your windshield with the head-up display, which really helps keep your eyes on the road. You can choose a minimalist simple view, add navigation with standard, or you can get a full data download with the advanced layout. But let's be honest, this vehicle is so much more than just a comfy commuter. So now we're going to explore the systems that give it that true off-road and utility credential, the stuff that comes straight from the brand's legendary heritage. This right here is the heart of your Jeep's all-weather, all-terrain capability. The QuadraTrack 2 system is smart. It runs efficiently on dry pavement, but it can instantly send power to the wheels that need it most the second it detects any slip, giving you that enhanced traction exactly when conditions get tough. Planning a trip? This number is key. The maximum load for the roof rack is 150 pounds, and the manual is very specific here. It stresses that you have to use crossbars and you should not place any load directly on the roof panel itself. You definitely want to avoid damage. Okay. For anyone who plans to tow their Grand Cherokee behind an RV or a motorhome, this slide is absolutely non-negotiable. Following this precise sequence to get the transfer case into neutral is essential. Getting this wrong can lead to some severe, and believe me, very expensive, transmission damage. So, you've made it to your destination. At the end of your drive, there are a few smart features that make those final steps of parking and getting out of your vehicle simpler and safer. This is a great example of smart, unobtrusive tech. Your ParkSense parking sensors, they're active when you need them during those low-speed maneuvers, but they automatically shut off once you pull away. That way, they won't be beeping at you in stop-and-go traffic. If you've ever struggled with one of those hands-free lift gates, this slide clears it all up. The secret is a deliberate, straight-in, straight-out kicking motion right under the center of the bumper. A sideways or a sweeping motion, it just won't be detected by the sensors. Okay, let's wrap this all up with a rapid-fire round of essential info. These are the non-negotiable details from the manual that every single owner absolutely needs to know for both safety and for proper maintenance.
This right here is one of the most critical safety warnings in the entire manual. Carbon monoxide is colorless and it's odorless. If you absolutely must drive with the liftgate open, the manual says you have to close all the windows and set the climate control blower to high on the fresh air setting, never, ever on recirculation.
And this is a vital distinction that can save you a whole lot of trouble. If you see a solid light, that's a direct call to action. Check your tire pressure right now. But if that light is flashing, that means something is wrong with the sensor system itself, and you'll need to get it serviced so it can properly warn you in the future.
Here is a crucial tip that could save you from being stranded if you ever run out of gas. The modern capless fuel system has 2 internal doors that seal the tank. So, to refuel from a gas can, you have to use the special funnel that comes with the vehicle to open them up properly.
You know, from the convenience of remote start to the confidence of its 4-wheel drive system, the manual is really the key that unlocks your vehicle's full potential. So the real question is, what feature will you explore first? Thanks for joining us for this explainer.